Banter. You like how you see? I could just snap right back into it, mad quick. Banter. What is your favorite cheesy pickup line?
What's your favorite cheesy pickup line?
The fuck?
I will go first.
That's very interesting.
What's good, shorty? You look good. If you was a booger, I'll pick you first. That will get me nowhere in life. But that's my favorite.
That's not why.
It's
Here
funny.
go mine. Girl, you must be tired, cause you been running through my mind. Oh,
That's a good one.
You guys are horrible. It's not. It's not it.
What? So you never been picked up on the cheesy line? You from Tennessee? Because you the only 10 I see.
No. Even if I'm thinking about like my pickup lines, like no, I just do like a compliment. But like if I think about like a cheesy pickup line,
I got a whole bunch of them.
go ahead, because I don't have nothing's popping into my head. I guess I'm not that cheesy. Ba-da-ba-ba.
okay,
Boo.
okay.
That
Okay.
made me forget all of them.
Oh.
I'm about to Google some now.
Oh, I don't have like what pickup lines like.
Cheesy pickup line. That chick was the first thing that came up.
I would have Googled it too, but I don't have anything.
Is your name Wi-Fi? Because I feel a connection.
No,
Whoa.
that's not it. I'm even trying to think about like when I was like on a dating app, like what happened.
We're not socks, but I think we'll make a good pair.
Who's out here picking up girls with one-liners? That's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, Quavo picking up Sweetie with just emojis now.
hey,
Well, I believe that you can have emoji conversations.
I don't.
I actually,
But I
was
do
in-
believe you can have a conversation through gifts.
I think you could do both. I think if you could think you could do conversation through gifts, emojis was before gifts.
Right.
Those were the first forms of expression, so you
I
can
agree.
absolutely do that.
It's just
in
too
an
many
emoji.
emojis to be fine and shit.
That's
but,
the
but
per-
wait,
that's
shout
the-
out to
the-
Apple because they put a search bar.
Yes,
where you hit
shout out to
of
them
emojis.
because there was so many, and
That
they
was
added
smart.
ones that had more expression and items. So shout out to them.
You
yes.
sound like you've had a real conversation,
A full blown conversation,
like to the
I-
point
I
where
have.
it got.
like there was like a whole like
I have to.
yeah, there's like a database like if you
Have y'all
brought
both
back-
had emoji conversations to the point where it got y'all off?
It could have.
I mean,
It could
I
have.
was,
If you put a lot of enough splashes in there, it depends on the splashes. Like there's a drool emoji that like it can like drip
Yeah.
off. It could get real spicy in an emoji conversation, like an emoji sexting conversation. I'm just,
This some OG millennial
Yeah.
shit right
it's
here.
like because
Yo, I feel like
this
I
is
don't
before
know
the
shit
gifts. That's why I'm so
about
Right.
good
shit.
at gifts.
Right.
That's why like I can look for a
Gifts are
certain
easy.
expression in certain gifts because like when it came to emojis, like just think about all the items that was in there and the things that you can say without really saying it. And then now there's like a whole like understanding. So
Wow.
yeah, like you ever. I have a whole like.
I've only had gift conversations where it was light and funny.
Oh no, I've even gotten to some real gift conversations. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Because I want to tell you that anything, everyone that's listening, anything could be gift. Anything. Scenes from any
Yo,
movie
hey.
They got
scenario.
And
gift
that
you can
memes?
gift
You ever just
everything.
one meme? You
You
ever
can-
just sent the meme? Just a meme. Just
Wait,
one.
they got gift porn?
Greg, you don't use
It's like it's subliminal. It's like everything you gotta. Sometimes it's like take for example, the hot spring at what's the park name? Yosemite. It explodes or like something like that.
I get talking dirty.
Okay.
I'm saying, is there gift porn?
Oh yeah.
Greg, you could even create them. I have like ones that I've created myself because there's certain things I need to express. So I find my own certain
How
clips.
someone that has a difficult time setting up a microphone know how to make gifts on their phone?
I didn't.
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't know that it was this.
I didn't know that was that
this
type.
was this type of episode.
I don't know he was gonna come for me like that. I don't know how a person that does video editing doesn't know that there's a way that you can edit videos and send them to
that
someone.
is a fair response.
Okay. Don't come for me unless I send for you, Greg.
But I do know how to make gifts.
Oh, well, then. Greg,
I don't. I really don't know how to do them.
I'll show you, like, all the things, like, I have... Yeah, because before that, like, because you don't always want to have, like, a search bar of all the gifts that you were trying to look for, right? Because you got to be, like, specific. Like, there's certain things.
I be getting mad when I be typing in keywords and they don't be showing what I be wanting.
That's why you create your own gifts, Greg. I've created so many. Even some that I've posted on Twitter that I've created my own. Not porn ones, but yeah. But you should try that. Try emoji conversation.
I'm about to gift myself.
It's even different now where you can like even send like voice notes. So it's like that is a party.
I'm going to gift
voice
myself.
notes exchange.
No,
that shit feel like old school. That shit feel like old school
That's
church.
Annoying. I think voice notes in general are annoying. I hate when people text me voice notes.
That shit feel like church.
Hey, I just want to let you know I was thinking about you. Hope you have an amazing day.
That's church.
Trash.
Yeah,
Don't hear.
No, like
you said that's chirp. You're stupid.
It is a form of chirp.
I'm telling you.
But we get to save them.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all feel like y'all was popping? Did y'all have a chirp and a regular self?
Of course we did.
You felt like you was popping, right?
I just like that we were able to. Want to know what the weirdest thing that I liked about it is that you're able to communicate to random people just by a few numbers.
Right.
True.
You literally could just.
Did y'all play your ringtone out loud?
Yes, I used to have that Jesse Jackson. In your touch.
I had.
Do you know that song? It was from Jersey City.
Not. I had the Papoose verse from Touch It.
Oh, I've heard that. I remember. Oh, and I had the Juggernaut.
Right. That one.
I had the Juggernauts one too. I had
Juggernaut.
I had Juggernaut.
Juggernaut, bitch. Why he do that?
Because I mean, he want to be here just as much as He got time.
Clearly,
he got time.
Good.
I just gotta put myself on focus. Try an emoji conversation, Greg. It gets a little spicy.
No, I don't like that kind of foreplay because it gets old to me real quick, like to the point where I'm like, hello, we could just shaboing boing bang bang.
I think it's just because you like visual animation.
I'm a very visual person.
Okay, and that would make more sense to me.
What was that noise?
That was it. That was I'm still going. Now stop. Yeah. Welcome to Convo 58. Convo 58 of Just a Conversation with Greg, Mr. RENTMONEY, and Gigi. I am your greatest host of all time, Greg, and I am not joined by my brother, Mr. RENTMONEY. He cannot. Oh, that's not his tag. There we go. He's not here today. He just couldn't be here today. But of course, he's gonna be missed. But we are here with our sister Gigi. How's it going?
Hi everyone. I'm good, Greg. I'm good. This week, no, I mean this week was like up in the air. I felt like I was like on a high, and then there was times where I was just like, Greg, this day just needs to be over, and I hate it. Let's throw it away. But all in all, I want to say it wasn't a bad week. I have a baby shower I'm going to. Well, it's a virtual baby shower. I just happen to be going to it. Is that weird?
That sounds
to go
stupid.
to a virtual baby shower.
That
Yeah,
sounds
we
smart.
even decorating. We're decorating the virtual baby
So
shower.
you're spending money to be on.
Yeah, and I think because you have to have like a visual. You know, the people gonna look at you at the baby shower.
You got virtual backgrounds.
I didn't think about that. That would have actually saved so much
Just
money.
design it real quick.
Time.
Bang, bang, bang.
I would just. All right, shout out to the next virtual baby shower I'm gonna attend. Definitely not gonna decorate, but it's a full decoration. It's a backdrop. But shout out to you,
And then
Kim,
you
because
gotta hope the phone is in the right location.
no, it's gonna be a perfection. Like the person that's decorating, they know exactly what they're doing.
They've done this before.
Yeah, they've done this before.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yo, the pandemic has definitely opened up a whole new job opportunities for people.
Absolutely. For decorating for virtual parties, yes. Because also take into account that people, although it's virtual for the majority of people are there, just like funerals during back in the day was that when it was like a limited amount of people, there's still people that are going to be there. So you still want to have like the decorum of that event because it's not like you're just home by yourself. I think if we were like deep in the pandemic and we were sitting like, and we had to be at home, I think the digital background would make sense because no one would be able to go to their home.
They just setting up their life in meta. But like I said, when we don't got one light skin, we just replace them with another. We got Blaze. How's it going, Blaze? How's it going? Our audio engineer, the guy that makes it sound great
Every time.
every time. How
Every
you doing,
time.
Blaze?
I identify as a dark-skinned man.
He
You
does.
shouldn't.
Yes, he does. You
But you
better let him
shouldn't.
be great.
That is an
You
insult to
can't
me.
tell him. Don't do that. You cannot tell him who he can identify as.
Thank you.
Yes.
That is complete bullshit.
You cannot.
And I know that, and because of the PC world we live in, I understand why I can't do it.
Yeah.
But I still want on the record to reflect that I think it's bullshit.
That's fine. I do want to say that every time I think that you're not going to be on the podcast, you are definitely on the podcast. I was like, next week we're just going to let him chill out. Like, you know what?
You like talking?
It's got its little perks. I just peep in and out the conversation. You feel me?
I understand. I don't, but I understand.
Nah.
You're not bad at it, so I'm happy that you're here. So shout outs to you. I just want to say.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
Well, that didn't feel well. That didn't feel good at all.
You sounded like you're a wrestler. You sound like you were on WWF.
Next time I get on the ropes, I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him so tight.
Dude, why did you wind him up like that, yo?
I was gonna have it that way.
Yo.
It scared me a little bit, but
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You sound like you about to have a whole hemorrhoid in his ass.
That's what it sounds like. You trying to shit.
Sometimes I work through the pain.
You ever got that shit that just won't come out?
Oh.
No, I don't know how we got here. Okay.
Yo, conversation can go anywhere, bro. It's like freestyling. It's like, give me a topic.
Some streets you just don't want to go down.
Yeah, that's okay. No, because then I would have. I was okay going down the street, but I realized like maybe that's not the conversation I want to do. Maybe I don't want to talk about
Because y'all
that.
scared to talk about shit.
No, we talk
So
about
many
About
shit
your
other
every
better
time.
bowel
things to talk
movements.
Yeah, I don't talk about the time that I can't poop. 'cause what
Yes,
happens if I can't
everybody's
poop
read the
tonight?
book. Everybody shits. Okay.
Yo, you know I recently went to a bookstore?
Are
Those exist?
get
I thought they was extinct.
you know
Like
what?
the video
No.
stores, the videotape stores.
Nah, people really still buy books, and kudos to people who design book covers. Because them shits be looking hard.
Okay.
I'm really happy that you went into a bookstore.
It's the
and you were
lore
happy
of
that-
having the thing.
They literally.
Okay,
have
okay. I can still see how books are still a little.
Barnes and Nobles is still around.
Yes.
I'm telling him.
No, you the one that sounded excited talking about. I went to a bookstore like they don't exist. Like you went to Narnia.
I
or
thought
something.
they didn't
No,
exist.
because everybody
I thought he
knows
went to
I
Narnia.
hate books.
Yes, but I felt like you didn't
Oh,
go on
yeah,
your
you
own
do
cognizant. I
hate
know for a
books.
fact he went with. You had to go with someone. Did you go to this
I was
bookstore
just so
by
excited
yourself?
that you was looking at books that I forgot you hate books.
Yes, but I assumed that he didn't go there on purpose.
You were there with somebody?
Absolutely not.
I
going
did
to a
not. I
damn
did not
bookstore on
assume that he was
purpose.
like, you know what I want to do today.
Wait, you weren't by yourself, were you?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
He did not say I want to go. And
No, I would never voluntarily go there.
You're a weird ass person if you go to a bookstore by yourself. Like, what are you doing?
looking for a book.
You order that shit.
What? Okay. So sometimes all books aren't online. All books aren't online.
Why are
Especially
they?
when you go to certain bookstores.
Why are they?
Because some books
Tell me a
aren't-
book that's not online.
books you can find online but you can't actually purchase. There's some like black books that have been written that you can find online but you can't actually purchase. You actually have to find them in physical stores.
But even if you buy it online, it will get delivered to your house.
No, but there's some places that there's no you can't get the book unless you find the book in this bookstore.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I'm the type of person, well, going to find a new book.
I'm the type of person, well, I hope it's a good movie.
I like vibes of bookstores.
Not me.
And I enjoy the library too.
I just think book covers are dope. I think it's because I've been into graphic design lately.
Yeah, I think so too.
There was this. No, I'm not putting myself out there. So
Why
yeah, what are
not?
the topics?
Well, you said there's a what?
There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Want to get into some topics?
Sure.
Me or you?
You can go.
Cool. All right. Topic number 1. What is the worst? Yeah, it's gonna break this in two. What do you think is the worst trait you have that a friend would say? And I mean someone who knows you, not somebody that you consider a friend, but they're not really your friend.
Right, that's
I'm
on
talking about
you.
like your lifelong niggas. And just to let you both know, I am sitting here, so I'm going to call bullshit.
What does lifelong? What
Damn.
does that consist of?
He understood.
Of course, he understood because I understand that lifelong. But what does lifelong mean in the instance
Someone
of-
you think that know you. You, especially you, how you be like, no one really knows all of me.
No, they still don't.
Well, the person that knows the most of you.
You're assuming that it's you.
It can't be me because I'm gonna call bullshit.
Okay. The worst of me.
The worst of you. What do you think is your worst trait that your friend would say?
That I overthink things when it comes to like myself, and I would probably prefer to help other people before I help myself.
Do you think that's your worst trait?
What is this, a job interview? What the fuck?
First of all, he asked me the question and then asked me again.
Because this is what you think your friend would say, but I'm asking you, do you think that's your worst trait?
Oh, you're asking me if I
Yeah.
Nah, I think one of my worst traits is that time. I don't I understand time, and everyone has like my nerves.
The fact that you just said you understand time, Cat.
And I didn't say I understand. I do understand time.
You do?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that I have to go by it. I just think that like everything's gonna happen in time. Like if I'm gonna make it, it's because I'm supposed to make it. If I'm not gonna make it, it's because I wasn't supposed to make it. And if I
Oh,
got there
shit.
late,
What the fuck?
that just
What
means
type
that.
of... What the fuck? I was really sitting here listening like, yo, this is going to be some good shit. This is not good logic.
That is
That is
terrible.
not good.
That is terrible.
That is
Sorry.
not good.
I'm
Okay,
glad
but
you
I was just
understand
kidding.
that
I'm just kidding. It was like if it comes to work, I'm gonna be on time. If it comes to work, I'm gonna be on time. If
Yeah,
there's
just everything
something,
else she's late for.
a concert, I'll be on time.
No, you won't.
Yes, I would be on time. You've never been on a concert with me. I've gone to concerts by myself. You have to be there early because if not, then that's how you have to get to the front. Then you just be chilling there, especially if you go by yourself. Because it's not like you have people to hold your spots. So
Why you go to a concert by yourself?
Because I don't know if everybody want to go see things that I want to, but I know I'm gonna see it though.
Did you ask people?
I told them that I was going.
But did you ask?
No, I just told them I was going.
Okay.
No, okay. I don't know what that means because if I'm be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the Joe Button podcast.
I would imagine that you're going with someone already. That's why you're telling me.
Nope. If anyone knows me, that if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm always gonna, because I realize that when you tell not everyone, but there's certain scenarios where you tell someone like, hey, let's do this thing. They say yes, and then it never gets done because either that person doesn't do it, you guys forget about it. But if you decide that you want to do something and then you already get your ticket and someone said they want to do it too, it's nothing for them to buy their ticket and now y'all can go, but it doesn't stop you from going.
I would imagine that you're already going with someone, and two, I would not buy a ticket. No. Well, it depends on what kind of seating it is, because if I can get a ticket right next to you, like, I'm not going to be sitting like 2 rows behind you.
Yeah.
Be like, yo, Gigi, you heard that?
But usually, okay. And
That's funny, right?
So when like when I go, when I buy tickets, I always buy a ticket with like me sitting by myself, or like a single ticket. So like for the most part, it's going to have to be another single person sitting next to me. In the event someone wants to go with me. But I realized in my life that if I want to do something, it's better that I just buy it than me keep waiting on someone else, because then it'll never get done. So that's why I've been to concerts by myself. I've traveled by myself. Like, if I want to do something, I realize like me waiting on you to do it may not always happen.
You have a point there. I remember a time when I was supposed to go to a concert and I didn't go.
What happened? Talk about it.
No, don't talk about it.
So Kanye was coming to Newark.
Oh, you a dick.
Kanye was coming to Newark. And I forgot what album. Oh, it was the... Was it the...
Who's the Yeezus tour? No, it was Life of... Oh, no.
No, it was...
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy tour.
I'm here.
He was in Newark.
He's right here.
Performing.
Right here.
At the Prudential Center. I was like, yo, let's get these tickets. He's like, yes, let's do this. Right? Then he said, no. He's going to be in Atlantic City in like next week. So let's go next week to Atlantic City and see him. Right? Come to find out, Greg's not going to Atlantic City.
Yo, Brennan was mad fucked up for this show.
Oh wow, you already putting somebody else under the bus. He already throwing somebody. He did not take accountability. That is a man that is not taking accountability.
Sure.
He was in Newark. I could have bought those tickets. I had my money.
He did. I'm sorry, yo.
Money.
Wait, so why didn't you go to Atlantic City?
He was my ride.
So it wasn't even me driving. It was somebody else driving in day fleet.
Dang, I wish I would have known you guys. I would have took you. Wow, you guys went farther. At least y'all would have been able to get on a train or a bus or a freaking Uber.
You can take a train to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
You're right, but y'all didn't.
It was already
That wasn't necessary. That wasn't necessary.
Already.
Yo, we gonna see Kanye one day, yo.
Yeah, it's gonna be virtual.
He was in Newark. I had my money waiting.
Yeah,
we gonna buy
Yo,
tickets
can they
together.
bring Lollapalooza, one of them good ass festivals, to Newark or New Jersey?
I don't think so.
Or
But
somewhere in Pennsylvania that's close?
he's gonna be at Coachella.
Who going to California?
I don't mind going to California. I don't have a problem.
I would go to California.
I'll go to California.
I'll
Yeah.
go to California.
That actually be dope. I think maybe that should be a thing. I think you should go look at numbers, Greg. Look at numbers.
I'm the type of person that I would fly in for Coachella and fly out. Like, I wouldn't get a hotel.
Why? Oh, because of how expensive it would be.
I would just pay for the flight and
Get
the
there.
shit.
But we would be collectively, so we would get like a space.
Airbnb.
It's still cheaper
Yeah.
if I just fly in and fly out.
Yeah.
But so you would only go on for one day.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would want to at least go to 2 days
Nah, that is. I don't really care to be.
because
in
you
LA.
just see the day with Kanye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sorry, yay, apologies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do that with like any like if I found out M was in LA, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't want to stay.
Why?
For what?
For a good time. You know what? I've met a lot of cool people
We don't
during
do coke.
concerts.
So
You don't have to do coke to meet cool people in concerts.
But I'm saying like you can. Why can't? Let me tell you how it would go. Right.
in LA.
I would
Weed.
smoke mad
They
weed.
could do weed.
Okay.
Let me tell you like how I envision it. Right.
Yeah.
So Coachella starts at 6. I would get a flight.
I know people from LA don't do coke.
I would get a flight that lands at 4.
Okay.
Right. Go straight to Coachella.
Yeah.
Right. I'm already gonna be in line, so it don't matter.
Okay.
Right. Coachella's over. I've already met people that was like, yo, we going here.
Yeah.
But we also know Coachella goes all night.
Yeah.
So, boom. And my flight leaves at 11 a.m.
Okay, so you just stay up until.
Sleep
Okay,
on the
I
flight.
can understand that, but that's you saying like, because I would do that for a concert too. But if I know that it's more than one day, and I know that there's other artists that might be there, I would.
Oh,
want
yeah.
to-
I would. Okay, I understand what you mean now. Yeah, I only would want to see Kanye. So I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I would not. I don't care.
I understand.
Did y'all see the funny joke that, so y'all know Travis Scott was canceled from Coachella?
Yes, because of what happened.
Yes. So people think that Kanye agreed to do Coachella and they're just going to bring Travis Scott out.
That sounds like something that he would do.
Somebody tweeted that is 1,000% yay.
That sounds like that.
Yep.
Absolutely sounds like.
I wholeheartedly agree. You ain't getting away from the question. Worst trait that you think someone who knows you would say is your worst trait.
Wait, before he answers, I just want to say the thing I feel about time is that's not how I wholeheartedly feel about everything. However, there are times where I will be on time for things, but other times, I work on God's time. You know my heart. Okay, go ahead. You know my heart.
I'm emotional and sometimes hard-headed, or sometimes I shoot myself in the foot because I am a trial and error type of person. But definitely
Craig got
emotional,
shots for
maybe.
everybody today,
I don't
'cause
know.
I want to hear what Craig got to say. Cause I'm gonna. Did you want to? Okay.
I don't ask for help.
You don't
a
ask for help.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know. Maybe sometimes it depends on the person's situation, things you have to go through.
I think younger Khalil would be
Yeah.
just the thing, just being right, trying to be right, just all the time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But that. So what did you agree to? What did?
Just trying
Because you
to
said
be
a few
right,
things.
just
Try to be right
for
all
right,
the
just-
fucking
just trying
time.
To be right,
Oh,
just for
okay.
right.
So that's what you agreed. So you agreed with him on that, and you agreed with me on time.
That. But you think that's what a friend would say to you?
See, I hate when he says
Nah, I would think that the first thing that I said.
Oh, okay,
would
okay,
be the
okay,
thing.
okay. Yeah, I would. But if you,
I would like to ask you as my friend.
Yeah, I want to ask him too about
what
me
do you
too.
think is my weakness?
you're fucking competitive as shit for no reason.
Okay, hey, okay. That
Like
is true.
overtly competitive. Like it's annoying. Like to the point where you don't want to do shit.
I want to win. A Mamba mentality. Yo, okay. I don't want to lose.
And I know I'm the person that says there's no such thing as competition, but this nigga
Nah, I'm trying to win. And
annoying.
people think it's a game. I be trying to keep it like contained. Like
It's a video game. He's like, no, I'm about to whoop your ass.
I want to win, and I want to destroy you. I want to destroy
Nigga
you.
said
yo.
I want to destroy you.
For real, that's be really my mindset. And sometimes I gotta bring it back. Like it's not that serious.
That shit's annoying as shit.
Okay. And what's yours, Greg?
The thing that I think a friend would say that they hate about me is that I'm too logical. Like I don't I don't. When people come to me with problems, I don't think about the emotional side of it.
You don't think about the actual person.
I don't. I think logically about it. Like, okay, have you ever thought that maybe this happened? Or
I don't know. I don't think that's a worst trait about you.
Oh.
I don't think that. I don't think.
So what
you're
is my
the
worst trait?
Nope, because you ain't answer. I don't want. Do you think that's his worst trait, please?
he wouldn't know because he doesn't come to you with problems.
Yeah, I don't really. See, that's one of the things about me. I try to solve my own problems. What would be your worst trait? I would say your worst trait would be
that I'm too great. I know.
It is being too great, but
Wow.
sometimes in a bad way.
Wow.
It is like in a bad way. Like he be so dedicated to stuff, and then even
That's
to
the worst trait. That's
to
what
the
you
like
said.
the end, like to the even to his own detriment. Like he's
My
going to
worst trait is a great trait to have.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't.
I
see
would
that
say
as his
I would
worst trait.
say you. First of all, you are emotional.
I was about to say your
Yes,
mother.
he is, and that's why I was like, it's.
I knew he was about to say you with it. But then, like, he won't say nothing, but you won't see Greg. Greg could be dying inside. Greg could be trying to have an appearance, but be, like, failing inside.
Absolutely.
failing
Yes.
You can
Yes.
see it in his eyes. Like, yo, just talk about it. Like,
It's gonna be
figure out
okay.
Something like
That
Yeah.
nigga said
I think that would
failing
be-
inside.
Nigga, just
Yeah, I
be-
would agree with him with your worst trait is that there's times where I feel like there's clearly something wrong with you, and
it's
you
just
clearly
like,
are,
what the fuck?
and you
Like,
clearly
why
can
are
understand
you-
that your
why are you
energy
decaying
changes
from the
like the
inside
whole
out?
atmosphere.
Like, what the fuck?
Like
I don't
just-
like this.
That's good. That's good. He don't like it. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? Why?
like-
Why are you doing this?
Like it's okay.
It's done. It's okay.
This nigga said I'll be failing inside.
I think that's.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
That shit
That's how
is
you
so
truly
accurate.
feel.
That nigga said you are failing inside.
Don't be sorry. That's exactly.
That is accurate as hell.
Yo,
I
Greg,
agree.
you're my best friend, yo.
This nigga said he be coming making an appearance, but this nigga is failing inside.
Yes.
You gotta really know him to know.
Yo,
Like,
that shit is accurate as fuck.
He thinks that it's like, I'm good, and you're like, you're not.
Because even when I'm not good, I'm good.
Thank you.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's
Switch it.
mine? What's mine, Greg? What's mine?
I agree with the one you said.
I
About
agree with
time?
you.
No, I was about you putting other people first before yourself.
Oh. I thought he was gonna say time. I was like, "Mer."
No, time is a really fucked up thing in your
I
mind,
just-
and
I
that shit pisses me off.
I just feel like I can stop time.
I'm gonna
I
have
feel
a
like-
Mr. No,
I do. I feel like I could stop time. I feel like when I want to stop doing like whatever I want to do, and then time starts again.
Listen, people. If you have friends that is willing to pick you up from your house,
Wow.
be courteous. If they text you and say, "I'm here," 5 minutes, hell, 10 minutes the max.
that is true.
Keeping them waiting.
Okay.
When you exceed that, it's just not nice.
Well, how long have I had you wait before? I think I was like doing something when you called. I think that's when you came up. Wasn't it? It was like we didn't plan this time.
No, you want me to tell you when?
I feel like no, because I know there's more than one time.
Oh,
Expose.
because it's definitely an exposure.
Oh, no, like I know
Expose.
like when I've done it, but it's like because I'm doing something. But I tell you that I'm coming.
Trash.
And then he says, "Oh, no problem. Take your time." Then he just sit in the car and he listen to music,
Nah,
or he
but
go on.
that comes with a context. Like, be courteous. Come on now.
I
am
said that to
courteous.
you the first like 2 or 3 times. After that, it was like no,
Well, then, no,
absolutely not.
You didn't tell me no. You never told me no. You set a tone. If you would have said something before, then maybe we wouldn't be here now.
Gigi, I tell you every time, it's aggravating that I have to wait for you in the
You don't
car.
tell me every time. Before, you just said the first 2 times or 3 times, you was like, oh, it's okay.
And every time since.
Now, I've been better. Actually, you haven't even picked me up. So how about that?
And the Crash Award of the night goes to
Greg Nelson.
So, reverse the question. Not reverse it, but do the flip. What do you think a friend who knows you would say is your best quality or your best trait?
There's people talking in the background of my tag.
I think.
You guys didn't hear that. They had a whole conversation. I don't know what they were saying, but they just saying. I'm gonna start making that. Yeah. What's your greatest trait?
Yeah. What would a friend say is your greatest trait?
Oh,
That I'm always there. I'm dependable. I think. Not.
What? How was
He was saying that's what he's listening. I'm dependable. Like I'm always if you ask me for your help, like I'm going to try to help you for sure.
I can say that is not true. I can say that's true. I can say that's true. I was saying it's true, but I was saying it not true. To double negatives make a positive. Never mind.
What? Okay. You're a dependable person. How about you, Gigi?
I think that I'm a person that someone can always call to either bounce off their ideas or get a different perspective. I feel like I'm a person that is a really good listener, and I just think people like talk to me. You don't think that's a thing?
Sure.
You don't think so? You don't think that's my greatest trait?
I think you have great social skills.
Thank you. That's what I think too. You don't think that's my greatest trait as a friend?
Yeah, social skills.
I think I'm there too, but it's just like sometimes I'm not. So I can't really talk about the times that I'm there because there's times where I'm just absolutely not.
Depends on the time.
Yeah, I'm absolutely, because don't look for me. But I just, is there another great trait that I have as a friend?
Is there another great trait? I don't know. If that's what you think a friend would say about you.
I mean, I'm not the friend that I know. So, I mean, I think they say that, I'm a really great support system. I think that I'm like that, I'm like your affirmation journal. Like, if you need like some type of support or just let you know that you a bad bitch still, I'm probably your person to call.
You are very positive.
This is true. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's like your best and worst trait.
That I'm positive.
Wow. Sometimes nigga get negative.
I did, and you told me that, Gigi, I don't want to argue how you feel, but I said the one time I feel some type of way about this one particular event, Greg is like, I mean, I get it, but, and I'm like, this bitch. The one time. Did you understand that? It's like the one time I actually had like a negative thing to say. You just was just like, wow, I don't really think you should feel that way.
Because you was wasting it.
Wow.
You gotta
You
be.
sound like a. Where's it? What's your greatest trait, Greg?
I think someone who knows me would say that I'm a great listener, and that I don't judge.
No, you judge.
I don't judge.
You absolutely judge, Greg. You might not think that you judge.
No, I know what judging is.
Yes, you
and
judge,
I do
Greg.
judge in certain situations.
Yes, you do.
But if someone is coming to me with something that they if someone is coming to me with like a problem, and they know, especially if they already know how I feel about a certain situation, like they come to me because they know I'm going to listen without any ill intent, like without like I'm going to shame them or anything like that. Listen, hold up, because it depends on the situation. It's definitely situational based.
Nah, if you stupid, you stupid. Greg's gonna listen
Thank you. I don't know. So I think people would say that I'm a great listener.
So you went from logical being your worst, but being a great listener as being your best.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I can say that you listen sometimes.
All the damn time.
No, and then sometimes I want to say you have selective hearing.
No, I don't think I have selective hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yes, you do.
I don't think that he has selective
I
hearing.
think he does.
Nope. I don't. Why do you think I have selective hearing?
Because when I talk to you sometimes, I feel like you hear what you hear, but not what I'm saying.
No, I think you just don't like what I heard.
No, I know what I said.
Do you?
I think Greg
Yes.
heard the words that were coming out of your mouth, but you meant something probably might be kind of different than what you said.
Yes, because sometimes he says, so this is what I'm hearing. And I'm like, no, Greg. And you said that.
Yes.
And I tell you no.
And then you say it again. And then because I want to make sure I understand exactly what you're saying first before I respond.
Yes.
So you just said I listen.
That's not selective
That's
hearing.
not selective hearing.
No, because he initially tells me what he hears and not what I'm saying.
But someone who like has selective hearing would respond to only what they wanted to hear. I'd never do that. I ask you, is this what you meant? You say no.
Fine, Greg, if you see it that way.
Boom.
No, that's Greg's right.
Fine.
If the fact that he asked the question, is
He
this
doesn't.
what you mean?
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
If someone who has selective hearing does not ask that question, they just take what they want and go off what they want to do.
Okay.
I would disagree that is not.
I still think he has a sense of selective hearing.
Really?
Yeah.
This is surprising.
Really?
I think I'm a really good listener.
I don't think you're a bad listener. I just think that there's moments where you selectively hear certain things. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me.
There's times I don't pay attention.
Okay, so that's selective hearing.
No,
That's not paying attention.
That's selective hearing. You're deciding when you want to listen to me.
Do I respond?
Okay.
That's the only way you can become that's the only way selective. That's the only way you can be a selective listener is if you respond. So it's like if you was to tell me about this bottle, you say this bottle is red, is green, and it has gold, but the majority of the bottle is green. And I respond to you and say, but the gold, because the only thing I heard was the gold is maybe it's a good part of the bottle.
You've done that to me before.
Then maybe I am selective.
It's just certain times, and I get it. Like maybe
Never.
he doesn't. He's done that to me before. He's done that to me before.
I think I wasn't
And
paying
that's like,
attention.
yeah, okay. That's selective hearing. Because you're choosing to hear me, but when you want to hear
not
me.
be at. Oh shit!
And then you want to know he do? Then he go, I'm gonna call you back. What?
Oh no, he's just being a dick. That's not selective hearing. He's just being a dick.
All right, that's the essence of Greg.
Yeah. If I would say that would be his other worst trait. He's a dick and a bitch at the same time.
Wow.
Wow, that's rough.
Wow, he put your dick in a bun.
Okay, now bitch.
What?
Okay, maybe
Because a bun is a bitch.
maybe a
a
dick in an
bun?
asshole
Oh.
at the same time.
I
Still
pride
in a
myself
bun.
being an asshole.
But you also a dick.
And you know they stank, right? Assholes stank.
Not if you wash it clean.
They still shit come out that shit.
Not at all times of the day.
But it could.
If you got shit leaking from your asshole, you should go to the doctor.
Well, and what happens when you poop?
If you wipe well,
I'm talking about like when you like pass gas. That's little particles of shit.
okay.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
wanna
This
do
just
that.
turned into a 90s comedy show.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay. We're not going to talk about poop.
Oh, I can't believe we got here. I'm so sorry, everyone. And I don't even know why you heard me say that, so I'm sorry.
Listen, we all need to talk about assholes and shit.
Yeah.
Break up. It's a little
But I
comedy
think you're a
tonight.
great individual in its entirety.
I think I'm
Greg.
great too.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
Right.
Yeah. And Chloe, I think that you're amazing as well. I think you're cool.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well.
Maybe.
So, your topic.
Yeah, Gigi, I think you're dope too. Well, thank you so much.
You knew that
know,
wasn't
I
coming.
Thought that was great.
Why would you?
I
Why
didn't-
would you possibly think that was going to happen?
I didn't know I was
That is
supposed
a
to do
compliment.
that.
You
I
weren't supposed-
apologize.
No one had to do anything. I did it for myself.
No, you
No,
said that
Jesse,
sarcastically.
No, I
you're
really
great.
meant it. I thought that I was pretty amazing. I
After
wanted to
you
tell
said
myself
it
that I was amazing.
sarcastic.
Great.
That I was amazing?
No, the first time you said it, you was like,
Because I was talking to myself?
Oh, Gigi's great
Because
too.
I'm on a microphone talking to myself?
Oh, Gigi's great too. Because nobody else said it.
See? He's a dick.
She is small.
How am I a
too.
dick? That's exactly what she just did.
Why did you make your voice like that?
Yeah, why?
That's
yeah.
her voice.
That's not my voice.
Hello, everybody.
Stop. I don't talk like that. I don't.
How was your day? Mine was okay.
I do the
But
lips
I
back.
thought I was going to go somewhere, but I didn't go somewhere. And
Oh my god.
Greg. Don't do that, Greg.
I listen to you talk every fucking week.
I do too. Multiple times. Over and over
I don't
and
talk
over.
like-
Someone hasn't told you. If someone was just bothering you and didn't want to go outside and want to tell you that the sky was falling.
Nobody looked your way and said that you looked good and that ass was popping.
If no one told you that your walls were white.
If nobody told you that your shit smelled like flowers.
If nobody told you that your toes actually look great today.
If nobody told you that your face is beat and everything is good with you.
If somebody didn't tell you that your edges are laid and that your hair looks really
Oh
good.
my gosh.
If nobody told you they're proud of you for paying your rent this month.
You guys
It's
are...
okay. Go be great.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh man. You guys made me cry 'cause I could see how I sound like that. Oh.
You can see how you sound like that?
Yeah.
No, nah, nigga, you sound like that.
That shit was perfect.
Oh my
Perfect.
gosh, you guys.
We hit every single one.
That shit was
random.
perfect.
I
as fuck.
literally
Yo,
can just
all her
cut
instances
this.
be random as hell. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what? If you crossed the street and didn't see the bus, and the bus happened to miss you, but still honk at you and give you the finger, but you still made it across that street. You made it across that street. Like, where do you get these shits from?
If nobody told you that report at work was the shit today. What the fuck?
You turned on the TV today, and you turned on the news.
What are you, an oracle?
But
You just
instead
know
of
what's
seeing
going on
somebody
in people's
baby
days?
that died, you saw that it's
Oh
going to
my
be a
gosh.
beautiful sunny day.
She's an
Oh
oracle.
my gosh,
A
you
positive
guys.
oracle.
You guys are making my
Yo, she's
fire.
literally in tears.
You guys went in on me. Oh my god.
Man.
Oh.
That is
At
great.
least, like, okay, well, now I know. Now I know. I don't know where they coming from. Sometimes they off the dome. Sometimes I wrote it down. These are just thoughts.
That would just be hilarious.
Oh,
We'll go to your topic.
wow. I don't even know what to say after that. I can't, editing is gonna go. I'm gonna go crazy every time I start listening.
No, we don't have to. We don't have that many edits.
No, I mean just like when I'm listening to this playback, just in itself, I'm like, you guys, we should just clip that part and just have it as the end. I should definitely like use that as the end.
All the time.
I love it.
I hope it's my voice.
I hope it's not.
Fuck you too. Bitch.
Okay.
Just being honest.
So my topic is, I feel like all these people, all of us kind of have like a goal for what we want or what we are trying to aspire to be. But if we were provided, and we might even be in the roles currently that may be stepping stones to where we want to be on a career level. But what if someone told you that they would provide you with, let's say, at least the mid 90s annual salary to be something that's far from what your dreams or goals are? I'll use Greg, you as an example, because you do have like a teaching background. Where, what if, and I know like what your aspirations are, but what if they provided you with 90K to be a music teacher? Would you?
In that situation, yes, because I like music. It would need to be something I still would somewhat enjoy. You say 90K to be a garbage man? Absolutely not. It got to be something that's worth. Like, I don't value money. Like, I don't put money on a high pedestal. So it's like money is a means to an end. It's not something that I live for. So I'll take a job. Like, I would take the job that pays less for something that I can actually wake up and go to, wake up and do every day, versus going to a job that I dreadfully hate, but they give me a high ass salary. So a music teacher, I like music. I do it.
Ooh, but you wouldn't be like an Uber driver. Or
Absolutely
Uber
not.
for
You already
90K.
know my story about Uber.
Yeah.
No, thank you, my good ma'am.
What about you?
I think I have to agree. It has to be something that I would enjoy doing. I wouldn't just. Nah, I don't know. Okay, maybe I don't enjoy doing it, but if I can be at least content, then I'm flipping that money to do whatever I want. If I had the job,
Flip burgers at Burger King for 90K a year.
I'm doing it.
hell yeah, that shit.
I'm doing that.
Nigga, I worked that
For
shit.
real?
Yeah,
Yo, I
I'll
work those
for-
type of jobs.
well, I've never done fast food ever, but I would do for 1 year.
for 1 year.
Oh, now we added more to it.
No, I'm just saying if we're making 90K
Oh,
a
because I thought you
year.
were just saying like.
Yeah,
but
I'm just saying like so.
Yeah.
Or
I
like I'm doing this until I get fired or I retire or something. 90K. Hell yeah.
And I would definitely like make sure I was trying to like go above the rankings, so like my time is less dedicated to like when I have to be there than me actually having to be there. So I would make sure that I would try to like rise in the position. So even if I had to stay at 90K, but I'm able to maneuver within the business in itself. Like let's say like I can start off as flipping burgers, but then I could be like a regional manager.
If you told me, yo, 90K a year, you gotta make sure this bitch clean every single day. That shit will be immaculate.
So, but wait, so you don't find like.
That's for me to work.
I
for
gotta.
me.
I want
It gotta be hard.
I want to phrase this the right way because I'm not shitting on anybody who works these types of jobs, right? But I'll put it this way: you don't find self-worth in your job.
Yes, but I had questioned it at one point because of like how things were happening, and I thought like I definitely deserved and wanted more, and I wasn't really getting it. So I questioned my worth because I allowed my job to kind of measure what I was worth when I realized that I was worth more.
So that's why you'll be comfortable flipping burgers for 90K.
No, I would. The idea that I would be flipping burgers would be just means to an end. It would never be something that was forever. But if I know that I can do something mediocre and use that income to feed into my actual dreams, and I can put a time limit on it, so I'm guaranteed 90K.
Okay, I thought of I'm actually the same question. But I thought of the question more as like, because I was thinking about when you originally presented it. You said like, would you take a job that's like completely away from what you want to do in life?
Yes.
And I thought that like as a permanent thing, like this is now my career. This is something that I have to pay attention to. Like I can't bullshit it. Like this is something that I have to do in order to survive. and be able to pay for shit.
You would still have to, but there was never a time frame on it.
No, because what you're saying now is that, of course, anyone will flip burgers for $90K a year if they could use that money to invest into something else.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that way.
Okay. But okay, so I'm going to even use it in the idea of me saying I have to flip burgers for like $90K a year, but I have to do it for 5 years. It doesn't take away from me still being able to podcast. I can still podcast.
See, I didn't take it that way. That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't take it that way. I was just thinking more of like my job now. I am invested in my job. Like everything, like I have to pay attention to my job. Like sometimes my job is so hectic that I don't have time to do any side projects or anything like that. Like that's the kind of, like this is my career.
Yes, but not only is this your job, is this something you actually enjoy doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you say go all the way away, like bagging groceries. Well, for me, it'd be working fast food. I don't want to serve anybody food ever in my life.
Okay.
So being in a food service or something like that for, let's say, for $90K a year.
Okay.
And I have to pay attention. Like the way that I do at this job is what I got to do now at this job.
How? The skill level is different.
You're right.
You don't
That's
have
what I'm
to.
saying.
It's
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, there's no way you're not going to be able to invest that money into something else if you're working that type of job. It's going to be so many other hours in the day. You talk about 8 hours. Like my job and your job require us to think about it outside.
So is flipping burgers at McDonald's a career?
What did you say?
Is flipping burgers at McDonald's a career?
Being a manager
and I know that technically, yes, it can be. Anything can be a career. That is the job. I understand that. But I'm saying, can we talk about like, would you consider flipping burgers at McDonald's as a career?
It could, me as a person?
Yes.
Oh, thinking of other people.
Yes. Would you consider that a career?
A career, like for the rest of my life.
For the rest of your life.
And I'm doing $90K.
$90K. Like this is it. This is it.
I can't do nothing else.
No, this is it.
I can't fry fries.
When you retire, you are retiring as a burger flipper.
There's no way. By that, if I'm making $90K a year, I'm about to own one of them bitches.
No.
In his scenario,
I just gotta let the money stack.
You are a flipper of burgers. All your awards,
my
best
career's gonna last 5 years
of 2022.
Yeah,
what do you mean? My career's gonna last 5 years. I'm sabotaging myself. I'm getting fired.
Ooh, I'm gonna retire. I could retire.
Nah, I'm about to flip that.
I could retire from flipping burgers and do other things.
Okay, so what are we talking about? How many years are we talking about for retirement? How many years
Whatever the normal. Right now, you 30, 31?
I'm about to be 31 this year.
You're going to be 31? Retirement age 52, 54.
No, I ain't working that long.
No.
Burger flipper. $90K
Burger flipper for
$90K? $90K for the next however age you are and for the next 24 years.
Well, that's actually a decent amount of money, but I don't think I would do it for that long.
I think you're a million.
I think the average career span right now in today's market is 10 years.
And I think they would have to move you up because they can't.
No, don't put this back on the company.
Oh.
You are a burger flipper.
All right.
This is your career.
I'm probably going to do it for 10 years.
Yeah. I'm going to do it for 10 years.
I ain't doing that shit at all.
I'm doing that shit for 10 years.
Absolutely.
I'm not servicing food. I'm just flipping.
I'm just flipping.
Yeah,
if it's just
somebody else
making,
and I'm cooking.
Yeah, bro. I'm making
I'm
burgers.
feeding hungry.
I'm
10
sorry.
years. 10 years. Yeah, hell yeah. That's 41. I'm still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm sorry. I can't do that junk, yo. Like
$90K.
Yeah. And I would do like early morning hours so then I can have the rest of the day.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
Dunkin' Donuts.
$90K a year.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
You can make the best coffees in the world.
That job couldn't have been that bad then.
I would have to. If you pay me $90K a year, then I gotta have some type of clause in my contract, or is it just a regular employee contract?
You are a regular employee.
Fuck. Yo, I gotta work the night shift, yo. I can't work that morning.
Nope,
shift.
nope. You are working the shift that you was working when this was the worst job you've ever had. $90K a year.
Nah, yo.
Nah,
yo. I'm gonna have to decline on that.
Oh shit!
Wow.
How about you? Worst job of your life?
I loved all my jobs.
Oh, of course you did.
Like all my jobs were
Like,
like so
literally,
beneficial
of
for
course
me.
you did.
I do, and I think that if I had got paid 90, I probably wouldn't have left any of the jobs. I think I probably would have stayed there.
You never had a bad job in your life?
Every job I wanted to be there.
You like taking out the trash?
I never had to. When I was working at Foot Locker, I worked at Foot Locker, y'all. When it came to taking out the trash, that didn't bother me. I don't think that even bothered me. And then I ended up being like a sales lead, so I always had somebody working for me, so I didn't have to do that. I always enjoyed what I was doing.
Kudos to you.
Yeah. I don't even think about that. Like, see, I never did. The only retail that I've ever done was Foot Locker, and I had a great time because I love sneakers.
Lowe's
I did mad retail.
was the
Only
absolute
retail job I ever had.
worst job I've ever had. I hated that job.
I can see you in a vest, Greg.
That dumbass red vest. I genuinely hated waking up and going to that flipping job every fucking
I had a great
day.
time at all my jobs, and I loved Foot Locker. I love working there. I had a great time.
It ain't no amount of money in the world that will make me go back to work there.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts is the only job that I would
have been a manager at Foot Locker. If they paid me $90K, I would be a manager at Foot Locker. and I would do that.
Kmart was fucked up, but we was having fun in Kmart. That was a fun time working at Kmart.
Well, you guys really worked. You was working at retail. So that's the only
Yeah,
Foot Locker's the
I
only
worked
retail
at-
No,
store.
Lowe's is the only retail store I worked at, and it was
Not
because
Foot
of
Locker.
that.
It was Foot Locker. I worked at Lady Foot Locker. I worked at Kids Foot Locker. I worked at a Champs. I worked at a Foot Action.
You
I
worked
worked
for
at-
Foot Locker.
I worked for Foot Locker.
I worked at Dunkin' Donuts. I worked at Taco Bell. I worked at 7-Eleven.
You
Wow.
had
I
mad
worked at-
jobs.
Kmart.
I liked when you worked at Taco Bell.
Yeah, that was a fun ass job.
That was
too.
great.
That was really fun.
Mad benefits.
That was really
You
fun.
got okay.
I worked for Blue Apron Maintenance. I worked for
That doesn't benefit me.
uh,
Yo,
7-Eleven.
when one of our brothers worked at the movie theater, that was beneficial.
That was beneficial.
I feel like I was able to benefit from that at one point.
He used to
That
help
was the
us
same time. You know what? That was around the same time when I was working at Taco Bell.
Mm.
That was
I
a-
saw mad Marvel movies for free.
Allegedly.
Sure. Shout out to my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, retail Foot Locker is the only thing that I got.
No amount of money in the world would get me to. Yeah, nah. So y'all don't connect like your. Yeah, it is self-worth to what you're doing, like what you do to earn money.
Nope. Because
No.
money is what my worth is to people. Because they can never know what my profession is if I don't tell them. And if I'm also working on other things that have nothing to do with what I'm doing on this shifted time, and what I'm presenting you is maybe I'm an entrepreneur, maybe I'm a podcaster, and these are the things that I could be sponsored. Like, you don't need to know what I'm actually doing.
While
Go ahead.
while I was working all these jobs, I was also gigging. And then in a period of between jobs, I was gigging like solely just to make money. So I've always been
No, and that's cool. No, and I understand that.
I've always been a musician, but
I'm saying
I went to one of your shows. You dope. You dope.
I watch way too much TV, right? But I'm thinking like going back to the whole burger flipper, right? you are a burger flipper and you're hanging out with your friends, and their friends talking about their spectacular jobs and what their worth is to the to society and the company. Like, I'm a doctor, and I'm a teacher, and I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
And they like, I'm a burger flipper.
No, that's
That
not what I
makes
am.
$90K.
But that's not what I am. That's what makes the majority of my money, but that's not what I am.
That's the machine behind.
That's
who
your
I am.
career.
But that's not what I am. I can just because
I don't think that's a career. By the way, I think that's a job.
I think.
I understand. I agree, but still.
Because I can, like
In
I
a
said, I
scenario,
can
it's
be
a career.
doing other things. Like, that doesn't have to be the only
this
thing
is your
in my
career.
life. When it's just flipping burgers and there's no other thing
this is your career.
I can do other things. My mind now can explore other things. I no longer have to figure out this problem because guess what? All I'm doing is turning the heater on, putting the burger on there, and I'm flipping them.
But I'm saying it's like this is this job.
This is your identity.
Yes.
No, you're assuming that that's what's my identity because it makes the bulk of my.
Most people, I would say, majority of the people would say that they find fulfillment within their job. No, that's not what I meant. Sorry, that they identify with what they do to earn money.
No, not all the time. Because,
I think so.
Because what happened to people that have been to prison? I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
No. Oh well, I think if you're at least content with your job, I think you're cool. I don't have to be fulfilled by my job.
That's not what I meant. I meant to say like most people identify. They would probably identify of how they get whatever the main way that they get money is how they would identify themselves.
No, because I'm gonna use different facets of it because, what I'll use Blaze as an example. What Blaze does is not what he wants to do, but that's his main source of income.
But right now, that's how he identifies himself.
But no.
No, not you. No.
No, but that's not how he doesn't identify himself as that. He actually identifies himself as what he wants to be, like what he's actually going to school for, like what. That's how he identifies
what am I
himself.
actually doing as
Yes.
well? Like, yeah.
So
you have stumped my argument. That is very good.
Damn, I had more things.
I have no rebut.
Or
that
even
was really
even
good.
like in the idea of like for me how like even like into the job position that I'm in now, like this wasn't the goal. I was dabbling into different departments, doing different things, learning different things, and then applying that, and then I've gotten here. And I was like, and for me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. It even fits my personality if I think about the idea of it. For the most part, I think it works. But did I think that was going to be something I was going to do? No. Is that what I aspire to be? No. But do I see myself doing it and enjoying it and making a decent amount of money from it? Absolutely. Making money that's definitely going to sustain and allow me to live a certain lifestyle? Absolutely. But does that mean that that's the thing that I want to be for the rest of my life? No. But I'm going to do it, though. I'm good at it.
I understand.
Can I shout outs to Cozy because I actually was like talking to him about careers and he like kind of helped me think about this question in a sense of just when you want more than where you're at right now and how you kind of like figure that out. And then I thought about what happens when you provide an opportunity because some people move financially before they move about their identity or what they want to do because they realize that they have to survive, especially when you live on the East Coast. Well, I guess in different areas too, because West Coast, depending where you are, that's expensive too.
Only the Midwest is cheap in the South.
You know what? Now that nope, because even in the South that I heard that even in certain sections, now places are like $1,200, $1,600, just like here. So it's actually there's.
Nah, they get more. If they paying that, they getting some luxury. They got a pool. They got blah blah blah. They got blah blah blah. You ain't getting.
They got amenities.
Yeah, they got amenities. Trust
paying that
me.
much. I mean, I talked to one of my friends from the South, and they were saying that like that's how much it is to actually. Well, and you know what? Maybe that's what it is.
It's the
Maybe that's
amenities.
the idea.
They probably
that,
paying them. I'm not doubting that's
Okay.
not how much they paying, but
Maybe.
they probably got
I don't know.
in-unit washing, dryer,
No, that's
hella
that
space.
end unit wash and dry. That's like basic for them. That junk just be in there.
That's basic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can get a nice, in our mind, our perception is
Yeah.
this is a nice place, but in their perception, the joint with all the amenities, even in our, but the joint in it with all the amenities is like way crazy for us.
They got a refrigerator with that shoots water and ice.
Every time we say that, I'm just like,
yeah, just
good.
as base, like just
That's
in
a
your
base.
I feel like that's all I've known. Like,
Huh?
That's
crib. No, your mother worked hard for that refrigerator.
I'm about to say
That's
that
right.
didn't
That's
come with the
not-
house.
wait. No, I've had apartments that have had that too.
Oh
like,
shit.
yeah.
Oh no, so
I've
you
had
been
an
living
apartment
nice.
like that too.
Yeah. So what? Okay, but I understand that it's
But
not something that's
what
common.
I was paying
but
for that apartment
yeah.
wasn't like what it was supposed to be.
Okay.
Like,
It should have been
easily-
more, and you
That
got
was easily like a 19,
Got it.
2,000
Got it.
a
Got it.
month
Okay,
type
okay.
shit, and I was not paying that at all.
I understand. Okay. And probably that has been the kind of same situation because of depending on the areas that we've gone and because of where we grown up at, we feel comfortable being in certain areas, so we were able to maneuver through that. So I understand. Okay.
Right.
But I'm just saying, there's just still kind of a lifestyle where people still got to work hard in order to get it. But to know that I can do something that, because I don't think anybody technically really ever wants to work for someone outside of people that actually want to work for someone. Because there's some
Me.
people that are okay with telling people like, I need you to do this, and they're okay with that. And there's other people that literally just want to wake up and do their own schedules and then live their life.
See,
I don't want to. I am okay with working for someone.
You're okay.
I hate managing people, and I'm so good at it, but I hate it.
He's okay. He's a little anal.
I think working for someone that's really in perspective, because you can work for someone, but I can still be my own entity.
Yeah, it's kind of what my job is now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll work for anybody. Not anybody.
I'm about to say, whoa.
Not anybody, but gainfully and logical opportunities. Definitely.
I agree. I never want to. I've always said that I don't want to. I can't even say that no more. My goal has never been to own a business.
So what
It's
do you-
gonna end up happening.
That's why
Yeah, I
I
was like,
said.
what- I was
that's
like-
why,
yeah, I was
that's
like-
clearly why I rephrased it in my head before saying it.
Oh, okay. So I was like, and that's what I'm saying is that like in the end, there's going to be something that you enjoy doing, and if you're able to also get paid at it, why not do like focus on that when you have something that's minimal, mediocre, literally has a slotted time in your day to day, and you get that done, and you have 90K. And the only thing is that like it's because of the cost of living here, right? If you want to be comfortable, that's the type of money that you're going to need anyway. But outside of that, like everything else outside of that would be a plus. But if I take that same money and I go to the South, or if I even take it to a foreign country, obviously I
You
can live
making
my best
90K
life.
in the South, you living in a mansion.
Or at least a really big house with a front yard, a backyard.
No, it's a mansion. It's a mansion.
Okay.
It's a mansion.
Yes.
I would not want to stop at 90K, and I think that would be my problem with the whole scenario. Is that if that's the only money that I'm going to be making, even for the 10 years, I would be sad that I would be just doing something, and I can like perfect this burger flipping thing. I could have created a whole system where the burgers could be done in 30 seconds instead of 45 seconds, or I can perfect of making our food be fresher because of where we're storing them, and I'm only gonna always make 90K, which initially is just, it sounds great until you start realizing that you start making this money and then you start putting into it. And I think that just as an individual, wouldn't you want more, or you would just assume that you should be doing all these things because you're already making this money?
I just won't ever.
Flip a burger for anybody?
No, I think for me, because of that experience at Lowe's, I just know I told myself I would never take a job for the money. But just to answer the question directly,
Yeah.
if it just like as far as switching careers, the the career switch would need to be something that I enjoy.
Got it. It can't be something like far-fetched.
Yeah, it can't be something random. No, and it needs to be. My criteria will be. It would need to be something I enjoy. It would need to be a career, not a job. It needs to be a career. And yeah, 90K would just have to be the start.
Yeah, I just feel like once you give me a taste of what I can do doing this, I'm like, do you want to know what else I can do?
I agree with that.
Like, I want the opportunity to expand, and I think that would be my thing. Is that like, no matter where I start, I'm gonna always find a way to either want to make more because I know that I can provide more, especially if this is my base.
Facts.
So,
Yep. So, cool.
yeah.
Next topic. All right.
He said next
my
topic.
topic is about the generational divide and what are the views and the mindsets that have caused conflict amongst different ages of people. The main generations that I would like to talk about tonight would be the greatest generation or silent generation, baby boomers, Generation X, us as millennials, and Generation Z, the Zoomers. So I'll start with us first. What do you think is some things that, definitely characterize our age group,
Millennials,
millennials?
the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's just having the internet or growing up with the internet?
Yeah, I think growing up with the internet, I think people would say millennials feel like they know it all because of how easy of access we have to information.
Yes, but we've also lived in a time frame where we also came in before it. So although we grew up with the internet, we had the best of both worlds.
And that's why we're know-it-alls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it sounded like I knew at that too.
See?
Well,
I agree. I
Okay.
agree. But I think it's really just our innate ability to take what we think is positive and just blot out all the what we don't think that makes sense.
Wait,
I
say
think
that one more time.
So we really okay. So I read a quote that says millennials, we have tradition, but we don't bring on like generational curses.
We have tradition, but we don't bring on generational curses.
We'll for the most part, a lot of us have been the people in our families to stop generational curses and being better human beings and just having to lead a life so that the future generation can have a better life in terms of trauma.
Understand. Got you. Okay.
I think we are hard-headed, but I also think it's going to be up to us to save the world, and yeah. Okay, so let's go on to our parents. Now, what age group is your parent, your mom?
She was born in the 60s.
Okay, so she's like
I don't know eras.
she's like early 60s.
64.
Okay,
She's
so
old.
she's a young baby boomer, like the last batch of baby boomers that came on the scene, or whatever. How about you, Gigi?
same kind of
Same,
early
yeah, same
60s,
here,
yeah.
same here. Both my parents. So they really baby boomers.
No, my dad's older.
Wait. So
My dad's like maybe like 40. Yeah, like 1940s.
I don't know how old my dad is.
he's an older baby boomer.
Yeah, like.
But they still baby. Anybody who's
Maybe
born
like,
after
maybe no, like okay,
after the World War II.
okay, not 1940s. That's too much. 1954. I want to say.
Oh yeah, baby boom.
Okay, maybe.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
how old my pops
You
is.
guys. I'm assuming, and I can't check my phone, but y'all need to know about my dad business. But it's in there. But he's definitely an older gentleman. He's definitely older than my mom.
Yeah, definitely baby boomer. So, that generation really, really idolized their parents, which were the silent generation. Those people who lived through the Great Depression and fought World War II, and they're really religious, and they have these views that don't fit in today's society.
Well, they grew up in a way more misogynistic world.
This is true.
And society had like different expectations on life and how we had to live it too. I just think that now that we're more open to it, especially with social media, allowing us to be even more open to other people's cultures and lifestyles and way of life, and that before what was happening in your community is what's happening.
Right.
Not what's happening out there.
Right.
Don't worry about what's happening out there because you're not there.
Right.
Worry about what's happening here. And I think that allowing the opportunity to see that, like, hey, like, all the way over there, there's a family just like mine, and they have the same kind of, maybe issues, and we have similarities, and there is a connection there. So I just think that the idea that we're more connected has allowed us to be able to see it. I don't think that if we weren't, we wouldn't be able to see it. I think we would kind of still be in the same kind of mind frame as well.
You said something interesting, Blaze, about our parents' generation. Did you say that they was more religious?
Yes.
I agree.
Yes, they are. They are religious because their parents were.
Think about marriage, right?
Yeah.
In our generation. And even about the generation that's coming after us. What is that generation
Or the
called?
generation before us, Generation X.
Okay, I need a layout of what the fuck these
Okay. So, all right. So the silent generation.
I thought Generation X was the next generation.
No, we're Generation Y, Millennials. Generation Z, Gen Zers. That's like teenagers right now.
That's the little niggas.
Yes.
Alright, okay.
Okay, yes.
Oh, they just doing alphabet. X, Y, Z.
Yes, and then after that, you start
Man,
on
get more creative, man.
There you go.
Okay,
There
I
you
got
go.
it. I'm
Age
good.
groups.
Here.
I thought we were talking about like millennials.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you see what I'm talking about? How your grandparents fit in one generation, but your parents fit in another generation? And sometimes they overlap a little bit.
Wait. Oh yeah, I am a millennial.
Okay.
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 Those dates was fucking me up. Okay. But yeah, okay. Back to my point about
Because
marriage.
they overlap.
Right?
I see,
Huh?
because they overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fucking me up
some
when I was reading that
overlap.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so think about marriage. Our parents looked at marriage probably no.
No,
Our
grandparents looked at marriage.
Okay,
Yes.
which trickles down, right? But they looked at marriage as a religious event. You
Yes.
are combining yourself under God, right? Where you move down the line, like going toward Generation X, marriage becomes a legal event.
Right.
Because we've all heard the term that marriage is just a piece of paper.
Yes, but also take into account that we are still the generation where we are now introducing same-sex marriage, and that's where law ends up and paperwork becomes
So
the thing.
so now we're moving. Now we're into millennials.
Yeah.
We don't even care for marriage.
I care. I mean, I care about
Most of I would say a good percentage. I'm not gonna say most. I would say there's a concerning percentage that don't care about marriage. If you love someone, you with them, and it's alright.
I think when you're thinking about like the institution and actually like filling out the paperwork, yes. But I think that our generation still believes that, like in like relationships.
Yes.
They still believe
yes.
Of course they do.
Yes, millennials do
I'm
still
just
believe
talking
in
about
monogamous relationships.
I'm just talking about the sanctity of what marriage is supposed to be, or what our parents might have thought it was, and just how it's changed, how it just continually changes as we go down go into
Down
the
the
future
time,
or whatever.
right.
Yes, but also take into account that so we have our grandparents. And usually if you think about it, it's usually our grandparents that are together. But as you think about our generation as well, like this is also the known era where there's a lot of like single mothers and like there's not always a mother and father households. So the dynamic is also different. So like what they saw as a family and what like other kids were growing up saw as a family was different. And so like, yes, these women now that are growing up with just their mom is realizing that, okay, even if I may have this child, I could do this on my own.
So you can even take it a step further to households.
Right. Because once you start getting into that generational X type of 1980s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, the black family starts breaking down.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I was about to say. Yeah. So like even traditional families, as we get further into the future, is like it's just completely changing. And I think that's what Sorry, I was gonna let you ask a question, but I was thinking about the question. Did you ask the question about why we clash?
Oh, that was coming up.
My bad. Because I was ready to go there. My fault. My fault. But honestly, we talk about the clash of the generations now. That's what the clash comes from, is because like how words evolve, actions evolve, mindsets evolve or dissolve, depending on what it is. And yeah, I think the clash just comes from nobody's willing to understand each other.
But
it's usually millennials that started.
I would say that these Gen Zers are taking our place really, really fast.
What do you mean?
They're just, well, in my opinion, because I'm a millennial, they are wilding out with all this different like stuff.
Who's responsible for the PC era?
It's us.
Then it's us. Nobody's beating us.
It's us.
We are the worst generation.
It's us. It's us. Yeah.
Yo. When it's all said and done.
But if you start going back to like that silent generation, they was dealing with a lot of shit. Your great grandmother was getting slapped up by your great grandfather.
At least they didn't have cancel culture.
This is true. But
no, you not convincing me, bro.
But they had to turn on the television and watch some caricature of black people on television as a cartoon too.
I'd rather that than can't get good comedy specials. I would not rather that. No, maybe I would. I wouldn't even hold you.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, it's going to say that we're responsible for PC culture. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel very good. But we're so entitled.
You're responsible for PC culture.
I'm okay with that.
No,
because we had a taste of both.
No,
and it was some good and it was some bad.
I mean, because my thing is that if you're responsible for just acknowledging that there's other ways to properly acknowledge someone, I don't see a problem with that.
There's ways we could have done that without being so fucking annoying.
But I need you to understand that just because we made an idea doesn't mean that we created this whole movement. We just acknowledged that there was other ways that we could have had these conversations.
And this is where Gen Z comes in.
And I need you to understand that there was other people that...
So are we saying Gen Z created PC culture?
No, I say we brought it to their attention. They turned it into
a movement. Our fault!
It is our fault. Because we can still do dark jokes. Millennials can still take dark jokes, you know?
Yes, we can.
We can. These Gen Zers cannot.
And this is why we feel like we know
we
everything.
can still, yeah.
We literally think we know everything.
This is true.
Because we know what it's like without the internet and with the internet.
And we deal with our triggers better than Gen Zers.
And
the
we had to
younger.
learn how to use our imagination.
If
And
I'm
like,
on the outside,
We grew up in a recession too. Don't get it twisted.
if I was on the outside looking in, I would think millennials are fucking annoying. We don't sound like good people.
I think we're amazing.
We're know-it-alls,
We're selfish.
which made us start PC culture,
We're selfish.
We are not selfish.
which makes you selfish.
No, we are.
It does make you selfish.
No, we don't.
Because how dare you tell me something? How dare you tell me that what I want is wrong? I'm
This
a
is
know-it-all.
true. This is true.
That's the thing is that like what I'm saying is that it's not that we ever said that was wrong. We brought it to the attention. Meaning
No,
like
we
said like why are we saying this? We should be saying this.
But then that turned into
You just thought what you said was right?
What I just said?
Yeah, what you just said. Everything that you just said to me right now. Didn't you just think that was right?
Yeah.
we're walking
no?
contradictions because we don't want to be in a box.
Nobody-
we don't
don't
want to
put
be
us
a
in a-
box, but
No.
then we're saying this is the standard of thinking for every human being. And if you don't think this way,
man.
you're going to get canceled or nobody's going to
You're
fuck
saying
with you.
that we created cancel culture?
Oh, no, we didn't create cancel culture, but we are the
Oh.
precursor to...
We started the thing that made cancel culture.
We started the fire, and now these Gen Zers are taking it. They can't...
Yo, we fucked up.
We fucked up.
We fucked up
We
badly.
fucked up because now these little niggas, they feelings, they can't take it. Like they triggers, if you trigger them, it's like a big thing, and they don't know how to work through that. They don't know that the world is filled with things that are going to trigger you, and you're gonna have to work through it. Like they don't believe that. They need you to stop. No, I need you to apologize to me, and I need someone to.
Don't wanna laugh.
For me.
I don't want to do this anymore.
And someone's gonna hear my feelings, cause this is
Someone's going to hear my feelings.
No, but also you have to also understand this is that like this is also in an era where they literally are grown up in front of people's eyes. Like it's not like
Right.
before, like with us where we have a segment where no one got it on tape. And then we have a segment where there's a questionable moment where someone may have had it on tape.
Now everything's
After us, everything is usually documented. They have no privacy. They're literally
You
growing
know when
up
they actually your baby
into their
pictures and you
eyes.
see your for this in your picture, that shit gonna be trash because it's gonna be clear as fuck.
Nah, because I think we're at a rate in technology where when we get to that era, pictures are going to look so
That shit
freaking
probably be
clear.
a hologram or some shit.
Right, that the old pictures that we thinking like
People still got
4K.
pictures?
Can you imagine 8K being primitive?
That shit's
At
gonna
one
fuck with people's eyes. It's going to fuck with
It's
people's
not. You
eyes.
want to know why? Because they're slowly going to adjust it where we're going to start getting used to it. And then, like, we're going to be able to do it. Or more people will start wearing glasses.
Think about
You know what?
this. Think about Nintendo 64. That shit, when that shit came out, didn't that shit look like the greatest shit?
You're right.
And now when you look at the Nintendo 64 games now, you're like, what? Why did I think this is the greatest?
Their face is
I am
crazy.
retracting my statement because you're absolutely right. They're actively building in like shit into like our phones and
Even
tablets.
TV. The TV.
Like kids, you know, remember when your parents used to say, "Get back from the TV," or kids can be as close as they want. They can fucking have their eyeballs like.
Right.
But that's
That
the
shit
thing
ain't
is that
doing
they
nothing
don't
to
they
them.
don't need to because it literally the way that they've made it is that it looks like you're already there.
Right. Right. And I feel like we grew up in like the 90s, which is a great era because people didn't automatically throw out their technology when something new came out. You feel me? We still knew people who had vinyl
And a boombox.
Right. I still
and
my
a
aunt
VCR.
Right. My aunt still had the click TV and the rotary phones.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yes.
That should
And,
probably work.
yo,
money.
the TV looked like a antique dresser. Word is
Yes,
born.
yes,
Like
it's
one of
heavy,
the first
yes.
color
I
TVs,
know what you're
bro.
talking about. Yes.
That junk.
I remember when we got rid of
Was
ours.
it wood around it?
It was wood and like velvet or something.
It was wood.
It's like mahogany and velvet and some crazy carvings. Rotary phones. But soon as Y2K, As soon as that
I
hit,
think it's retro to have a radio in your house.
it is.
Yeah, but it's interesting because as a Caribbean woman, like they have like this special radio that like plays like it's a Haitian station, but it's like a certain like radio that you have to use, or you can actually like find the station, I want to say, on a regular FM radio, but it has to be like a boom box. But yeah, they still have
I think
those.
that's crazy to have in your house. I still get tripped out about house phones.
I realized that like if we don't have Wi-Fi or internet or power, those are actually the only things that will work.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what do you think the generation before us thinks about all of this?
We ain't shit.
They think we suck.
Yo, they were rebels. You got to think about the
I would actually
Generation X.
I would call Generation X the real survivors.
They are. Yo, I feel for Generation X because from the jump they was blamed for all the world's problems and they was not in power at all.
Nope.
And they was blamed for everything. That's why they so resilient now. And it's just like
Resilient, that's a good word for them. I just think about the internet.
Yep.
Think about how often you take out your phone to look up some dumb shit. Like the dumbest of dumb shit.
Yeah, they think we're stupid. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like what they didn't have the internet.
But on the flip side, we've done progressed the world so much that now they are asking us like, yo, you gotta help me out to like get me up
help
to
the Gen X with like technology? That shit is frustrating.
Nah, I think it's more frustrated with baby boomers. I think Gen X catch on a little bit faster. Like, oh, okay.
Gen Xers are the ones that has the Android phones.
Yeah, and they had
like,
the beepers. That was
like,
Gen X.
No, I'm telling you what they have right now.
Oh.
They have the Android phone that is really, really bad. It's not like a Samsung, but it's an Android phone that's barely good. And like,
My
it's the
dad
one
got
like
that phone.
they try to take a picture.
My dad got that phone.
That is Gen
I
X.
think my dad got that phone.
Gen X.
That's Gen X.
That's
But
not all of them. Some
yes,
of them have stepped
I
forward.
think it really
into the
depends
21st
on if
century.
you
It
are
might be an iPhone
constantly
5.
because like for my dad, he's always been into technology, maybe not like the greatest at it, but he's always made sure like he's had like the newest like TV or like the newest phone. So although like he can't do like all the things, he's like managed to kind of like stay on it for the most part. So I think it really just depends, like if they're in tune with technology or not.
Got you.
I mean, can he text me like really back and forth real quick? No.
It's like little sentences.
Yeah, just no.
Where's my food?
No, he calling for that. He don't need me to text that. He want to make sure that I hear him.
He probably learned the emoji.
No, that's nasty. Don't do that.
And just text
Don't
food.
bring my dad and emojis together. That's not. We're not doing
When
this.
my mom first learned how to use emojis, she was sending me the most dumbest shit.
Yo.
Like just putting them shits in randomly. Are you coming to? Then she'll put the church and then a heart after it. With like, I guess she learned to hug. I was like, this is unnecessary.
She had fun. She had a big screen now.
Absolutely
That
unnecessary.
sounds like somebody that had a big screen and had time.
As soon as they learn how to figure out that phone, as soon as they figure it
You know when
out.
someone first learned how to use emojis, every text message has an
Good
emoji in
emojis,
it.
right.
I like using emojis, but I always have to like double think. I'm like, is this an emoji type of conversation? Should I use the emoji? I'm like, I'm putting an emoji in there. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So what do you think about these? Now, this is the ending topic. We talked about all the generations. What do you think about these alpha babies?
What is that?
These babies. Your daughter, my nephews, and
My
my
daughter
niece.
is amazing.
Yo, they're so smart.
Oh my God.
They are so advanced. I have hope in. I don't care. Generation Z. I have no hope. I have no hope in Generation Z.
I have hope.
I have no hope.
I have hope.
But I got hope in these alpha babies, yo. I have so much hope. They are so smart, so advanced.
I have hope.
They know. It's like, oh, they just.
Yes.
They get it. You can have conversations with them.
Yo, I be having so much logical conversations with my nephews and Like even my niece, she like these COVID. Oh my God, they a different breed of human.
COVID babies.
Yo, they a different breed of human. They a different breed. I have hope in humanity. I do not believe in Generation Z at all. They
too
are
emotional.
fragile. Huh?
They too emotional.
Right. They are fragile.
Like, they let the littlest things ruin their day.
Like they do not.
Aren't we kind of like the ones that raised them?
Yeah, we fucked up. We said that already.
We told them that their feelings mattered, and then they took it as
But their
my feelings matter
do
all
matter.
the time.
Because
Yeah,
Generation
their
X said our
feelings
feelings
matter.
don't matter.
Right. Gen
So
X,
we just try to do everything opposite.
right.
I
Of
get
Gen
what you're
X. Gen
saying.
X said, "Yo," but that's because the baby boomers and the silent generation told the Generation X, "You ain't shit."
Yeah.
And they was like, and they told us, "Yo, your feelings don't matter."
Gen X said, build a bridge.
Right.
We said, absolutely not. Let's get a canoe and go underneath it and explore what's happening.
And then Generation Z said,
Generation Z said, no, let's knock the entire bridge
No,
down.
no.
Drain the river.
No.
All of it. We are going to talk about our feelings, and we're going to provoke change to make sure that this never happens.
No, Gen Z is like, how do I feel about even crossing this river? Is this even?
Oh my God!
Is this even necessary? Like, do I have to do this?
Yes.
Like, is this?
Now I don't.
How do
wanna
I
do
feel
this.
about this?
How do
Do
you
I even?
contemplate?
That's Gen Z.
Oh my gosh!
They're sensitive. They're sensitive, and it's our fault. We told them their feelings matter.
We might go down as the worst generation of them all.
We know that because we know as a generation that all of our feelings do not matter, and we told them that they were all special and that every last feeling matters.
All of them matter.
We messed up. It's our fault.
Wow, and we are
sorry.
the generation that like promote therapy too. We're definitely that
Nah,
generation.
stop doing that shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
therapy is
everything
good,
makes
but
sense.
only in extreme.
I love my therapy.
In extreme.
You see what I'm saying?
So
We
I
are
say in extreme
we're promoting
circumstances.
therapy in our generation as well. So yeah, we definitely care about our feelings.
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah.
We fucked up.
Aw.
But we have that cap. They have no cap. We know when we have to get over something and push forward. They
didn't want us create all this stupid ass slang.
What is running the P? I do not know what that is.
What?
The P, yeah, the P.
Some kid, okay, so I work with teenagers and middle schoolers, okay? And a middle schooler was like, yo, you old, you gotta be in your 30s, which is true. But I was like, you bugging. He was like, look at you, what does running the P mean? I was like, I had to submit. I was like, yo, that's way too.
Running the P is when you had drank a lot of water or beverages and you can't hold it anymore, so you run it to go pee.
No.
Huh?
No.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this
that's not it.
This is
He's lying.
No.
He made
Definitely
it up.
lying. That's not what
He
it
made
means.
that up.
It means
It's
player.
Not, is it, right?
Or like running the play. Is that what they're trying to say?
No, player.
Like player.
It doesn't make sense.
Are you? I think I know what episode that you listened to that you got the run of the P from.
I got this from the Joe Button podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly.
What is that? Yo, one of these middle schoolers said.
But I tweeted it. I asked the people on Twitter.
Yeah.
And someone said player.
Okay.
And she's relatively young because I know her.
Okay.
And I still don't get it. So I started to go through Twitter.
Yeah.
And every time I saw the P, I said player instead of P. And it didn't make sense.
Nah.
That hurts. That hurts when you try to put it in a
like,
sentence. And
I just submitted like, yeah, I'm
That's
too
dumb.
old for that. That's dumb. Yeah, it's just Gen Z, bro.
We fucked up. This is making me sad.
We told them your feelings
We're
matter.
going down as we have a lot of if they had to go, if there was some alien spaceship that said we have to destroy one generation of your entire existence, they gonna pick us.
And you know what? We're so depressed that we're gonna say, okay.
oh my gosh. I don't.
We started PC culture.
We didn't know it was going to be a movement. We just said, hey, just think about it sometimes.
That's
we said, hey,
all.
everything.
We hard-headed.
Everything's not a joke. All right? And then it was like, oh, okay, all my feelings matter. All my feelings matter.
He made a
I'm
song.
upset.
And you know what's crazy? It makes sense because we did grow up in the sing-along era too. You know the videos with the little sing-alongs on it with the little dots. Oh
Did
my
we use
gosh!
it to our advantage
Yes, we
to
did.
promote PC?
Right.
Oh.
You're special, and you're special, and you're special.
Barney
and you're
messed us
special,
up?
and you're
Is that
special,
what you're
and
saying?
We
special,
had a
and you're
Muppet
special, and
that
you're
had
special.
AIDS.
What?
Yeah, we did. Hey, but at least we had a healthy amount of a healthy amount of racism going on that we know right from wrong. Come on now.
Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing?
No.
What are we doing? Yo,
What?
we messed up.
No, you're messed up.
Nah, we messed up.
Yo, accountability.
Accountability. We said your feelings mattered, and they said, okay, all my feelings matter.
Every last one, they going through 3 different emotions in one sitting.
And all of them matter.
I'm sad, I'm angry now. I'm kind of happy, but it's not really like what? You bipolar motherfucker.
That is exactly how they sound. I talk to
Yo,
teenagers all the time.
yo, how do you go from angry and sad to being happy for just a glimpse of a second?
I didn't think about it, but then you think about it, it's like about a minute. I'm like, yo, like, what? How many? So you good? That's what, you good, yo?
Yeah, I think I just need to talk to someone about it.
Yo, you good?
Next time I'm gonna just talk to myself.
I love my little homies, but they be going through too much for me.
Yo, they do.
Oh.
They do.
You ever tried to hold a conversation with one of them motherfuckers?
I've tried, yes.
Them shits, yo, you are like going everywhere. Like, 1 minute you talking about sports, the next minute you talking about something else, Barbies.
Do you think that's connected to how fast you can obtain information?
Oh yeah, of course. The way
Absolutely.
information consumption is
That would
feel
make
real.
sense. And I think that's what concerns me. And I think I'm kind of happy that there was a moment where, well, no, because I feel like that made us more into social media, like when the world stopped. But that's okay. So scratch
But
that.
it
Scratch
slowed
that,
it
scratch
down.
That.
It
It
slowed-
slowed it down, but it just allowed people to tap into it more.
true.
Because you just have space, time, and opportunity. They're not able to go into work. How are you able to get it? And now I'm realizing, like, in that generation where they're consuming things like at a minute at a time, just like constantly, like getting new information. Like their ADD is on a whole different level.
That's not even ADD because they are paying attention to everything. Everything is important. You feel me? Everything is important.
Sorry, I didn't.
Why
mean
you
to
think
call them
music isn't
ADD,
timeless?
but just
Right. Why you think artists aren't
easy to
making
consume
albums?
that shit. Yeah. Information
Yes.
consumption is a bitch.
And you know what? Our thought process is probably super fast to Gen X and baby boomers. They probably looking at us like, how many different directions y'all going? But Generation Z is
Oh,
super
shit.
fast.
That makes sense. If you listen to hip hop, Generation X is slower songs. Like even rap, like the flows are slower. Our generation, you get a lot of the fast shit. No, it's moderate, but Generation Z, they get all the fast shit now. It's like to the point. It's not even fast. It's like you can't even hear the shit. It's mumble rap.
Yes.
their ears different. But again, like
They can probably understand that shit, and we don't understand that
And
shit.
we like, what the fuck are you saying, bro?
And they understand that shit, and they're touched by it.
Church.
Wow.
what?
It's the evolution of humans. So what next? Is that why babies are just coming out working iPads and all type of knowing how to work a phone out the womb and having a neck up and
No, well, you
it's
also
the
have to-
evolution.
Yes, and you also have to think about the idea of how like babies usually like, mimic their their parents,
Yeah.
right? So as we evolve, the babies are going to evolve. Even the way that like I told you, like when I first started spending time with you, Greg, like how you have conversations with your daughter, and it's just like you realize like back in the day they were just like, oh my god, oh my baby, and now we're just like, so no, we're not going to do that because we can't.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Make
What?
the
Like there's
belt
no.
faster.
There's real conversations being had than them being talked to as like
A kid.
Yeah.
a child. And I'm not saying that we're not talking to them as a child, because you're not going to like curse or make it seem like they're adults, but
Depends on
you're
the day.
having real conversations like they're people. So it's so easy for them to, even when it came to the tablet things, that was something that was blowing my mind. I was like, how can a child just grab it and now know how to find videos, watch certain things that they want to do, pause
When
it,
they can't
find
even
something
spell
else.
yet.
Right.
How you finding videos on YouTube and you can't spell?
Because it's visual. And all you have to do is touch it.
No, but nah, they just be
It's I can't explain it.
right.
Like, my daughter can't spell.
Yeah,
she don't even know what
she
letters
can spell her
look
name.
like.
She can spell her name.
She can spell her name.
Yeah, she can. Shout out to you.
But she was like, I want to listen to the song Move It by Madagascar.
Mm-hmm.
I said, go find it on your iPad.
She found it.
She went on YouTube, like the kids' YouTube. And I know it's not on her home screen because it's not something that she usually watch. How the hell she get to the damn video?
Because they're listening to us.
I don't know. Nah.
That shit tripped me out.
Nah, I saw that with my nephews and how they were able to like. You don't even know how to spell. Like, how are you maneuvering?
You're not lying.
That
You're
shit
not
tripped
lying.
me out.
My little cousin, like, he likes cars, but he likes like foreign cars. But for some reason, he was always waiting to find a way to find these foreign cars on YouTube, and they were just like Ferraris and like Maseratis. I'm like, how are you finding these cars?
And
I
then
think
they
they
be
know how to do
subscribing to
something.
what they want to watch. They know when it comes on. They know what day.
Think about
They know
this.
what time they drop. It's crazy.
We using Alexa and Siri everywhere.
This is true.
What are they just like figuring out buttons to press and just say what they want?
Right.
I'm gonna watch her ass.
Right.
See what she doing.
Move it. Smart. They so smart. They're so smart. They are advanced. I have faith in
I
them.
have faith.
I have
I'm
faith
like
in
you
them.
now. I'm hopeful.
I have faith. I have faith in these
Cause
alpha
they know what
babies.
they want and they go for it.
Yes,
They figure that shit out.
I have faith in these.
I'm not
alpha
crying
babies.
about this. Gen Z cries for it.
Right, they cry. They're entitled. These alpha babies, they should just be
called
what they
Gen
want. They
bitch.
gonna go and get it.
You're not wrong.
I like it.
They should be called Gen Bitch.
What?
Zoomers. Yeah, they cry.
Do dialogue? Do anybody want?
Are we gonna do conspiracy
Do we
theory?
have a conspiracy?
Was not prepared for this.
You wasn't?
No,
Me either.
No, I wasn't even conspiracy.
So the conspiracy theory here is
Dun dun
dun
dun.
dun dun.
Oh, there's different like effects. Like, you know how like there's like Nova effect and Mandela effect.
No.
Oh yeah, Mandela effect. That is crazy. See, some people remember Nelson Mandela dying.
Yes.
But I clearly remember him not dying and being president
Yeah, they
of
said that
South
he
Africa.
died, and then all of a sudden, then he didn't die, then he died again. And I was
Right.
like, how?
Hey.
Maybe I
Yeah.
just didn't care about that because I don't remember any of that.
Or here goes another one. How about the Sinbad? Do you remember Sinbad, the
comedian?
the comedian, playing in a movie where he was a genie?
Sinbad was a genie.
He was not.
Yeah, they said that there's no such
There's
thing.
no such
as
thing.
a movie.
They lying.
No, there's no.
They removed
No.
that for some reason.
They
No.
said he was in a commercial or something like that, but he was not.
He was never in a movie.
Sinbad was a fucking genie.
Not in the
He wasn't
movie.
a genie. Nope.
He was never.
I don't believe it.
He was never in a movie.
They
where he
also
was a
said that
genie.
Pikachu's tail doesn't have like the black thing on it.
See, and
didn't.
I
It
argued
didn't.
it didn't. Yeah, but I argued that they put it in there and then they switched it at some point. I feel like they switched it with that one. I feel like it was in early development, and then they switched it after a while. Because I remember that black tail.
Oh.
I remember that too.
Pause. I just feel like they switched it at some point.
I remember that black tail. So
we're gonna do it.
we don't have a conspiracy theory.
We
That
did. We
is.
were just talking about.
We just talking about the
theories.
That's a conspiracy?
Yeah.
No.
When I think of a conspiracy theory,
Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Puffs? With an A or C-O-C-O?
it's with the A.
All right.
It's Coca.
Yeah.
But some people are like, Cocoa Puffs.
No, that's just ignorant people not knowing what it was called.
That's true. Cheez-It or Cheez-Its?
Oh shit. It's
Cheez-It.
What's the Nabisco one? Cheese nips.
Yeah. Ew.
Them
I
shits
hate
are
them shit.
gross.
Hate them shits.
That's like getting Sierra Mist instead of Sprite. That shit nasty.
That's like getting Dr. Pub instead of Dr. Pepper.
That's like some cartoon shit.
What about the butterfly effect?
What about it?
That's going back in time. That's going back in time, and you do something, you change the past, and all of the effects that it might happen in the future. It's like if you kill a butterfly in the past, what effects did that butterfly have in the future? You might cause the world to end just from killing one butterfly. You don't know what this. Basically, the thing is, you don't know the purpose of something in time and how it's relative
I understand
to
that,
the timeline.
and I've never understood why people like that's real life though. I don't know what me drinking this Red Bull right now is going to do to my body tomorrow.
No, this is like if somebody went back in time.
Yeah, this is someone going
Oh
back
yeah,
in
messing
time.
up my timeline. Oh,
Yes.
it's Flashpoint.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Definitely.
I have a conspiracy theory.
Okay, so
Okay.
I mean, well, so we just edit it in, and we can all say,
No.
"I am us, and these are our conspiracy. I am us."
I am
How
we.
did you fuck it up?
I was just.
I
trying
am
to-
we. And
Oh.
we should leave all this content in here. I am we.
Okay.
And these are our conspiracy theories.
Nah, I wanted
No.
to be my conspiracy theory. I didn't think of it.
What we all just did conspiracy theories.
What you talking about?
Oh, can we do it again?
Yes.
Wow.
I am we, and these are our conspiracy theories.
Do you honestly believe what you're saying right now? It's not true.
So that was the best conspiracy theories that we've ever done.
That's disrespectful.
I know. We miss you, Mr. Rent Money.
We didn't even try.
But
We
y'all
miss
know
you,
we had-
man.
did the music.
You would have did so much better than what we did. We had no background research, so
I thought we did okay.
yeah.
No, not at
Because
all.
I feel like we talked about the Mandela effect so many times on different episodes.
And the
I got that's like
butterfly
my
effect.
go-to. Like, do you want to talk about that?
I think Mr. Rent Money would be very disappointed in us because we didn't talk about Metaverse, but it's okay. You know, we're at the end of the show, and this is New Dialogue where we bring up something small that we feel like no one is giving enough attention to, so we bring it up here in this section. So anybody like to go first?
Okay. I'll go first.
Go for it, kid.
This is for my gamer community out there. If there are any gamers out there. Yo, open world Pokemon game. This is coming out next week, y'all. Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's open world.
Is
Like,
that for,
really, you can drown in the game. It's like some real life.
Like Assassin's Creed, but for Pokemon?
It's more like Zelda Breath of the Wild, but with Pokemon.
I don't know shit about games.
I know.
Sorry.
But it's really a push forward in the community. Pokemon has solidified itself in our society.
Oh, that for sure.
Yes, yes. So
I wonder how much Pokemon is worth.
it's like crazy trillion. It's $1 trillion company.
Man.
It's $1 trillion company. Yeah.
And it's still Japanese owned?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm surprised Disney ain't try to buy it out.
Mm-mm.
Could you imagine Pokemon on Disney Plus?
That's crazy. Now, it's so big as an entertainment company. It doesn't need Disney.
No one needs Disney.
Yes, some people do need Disney.
Disney is like the government to black people.
Pokemon is its own government. The
Until
Pokemon
it's
company. Okay? It has solidified itself. So, if you're a gamer, if you have a Nintendo Switch, go out. Go get that junk. It's gonna be tough.
Ooh, hey. Shout out to that.
You said something small.
Man.
I had a new dialogue about Grace, but after our conversation about millennials, nah, fuck that. We don't deserve Grace.
We don't deserve grace.
So, my new...
We deserve to die in World War III.
Wow.
That's a
Nobody deserves to die.
I'm playing. It's
That's
a joke.
COVID.
It's a dark joke. I'm a millennial. Dark jokes. Hey.
Millennials! I'm about to change my Twitter name
Ba-da-ba-bam.
to the millennial. The millennial man.
He lost 13 followers.
My Twitter name is Bang Bomb.
I'm muting you.
For real?
Yes.
When did you change
When
it?
you change it?
I'm talking about like my name, not my
Oh,
handle.
not your handle.
No, my
Okay,
handle's always
okay.
gonna be the same.
Okay.
Bang.
My new dialogue is boom. I think Eminem makes some of the best workout music. And I say this because I have a gym playlist. Yo, let me tell you, I'm the master of all playlists. I don't care what nobody say. But my gym playlist is just a bunch of, up-tempo songs, get the blood pumping. And for like 6 straight songs, it was Eminem, Till I Collapse, Lose Yourself. Like these are mad positive ass songs. Like, yeah. So my new dialogue is I think Eminem makes the best workout hip hop music.
I could agree if you subscribe to that.
I can see it, especially like if I think about a lot of his music, there's a build up to it, so I could definitely understand the working out effect to it.
But I could argue that DMX also makes some really, really good.
Ooh, that's a good counter argument.
That's good too. I would definitely see him on a playlist. I can't say that I wouldn't see him on a
Oh heck,
playlist.
shit! Yes, he is. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
I even
fucking party up, come on.
Come
Oh,
on, man.
DMX make you get ready to fight somebody.
Yeah.
I like that. Just that adrenaline pumping.
Mhm.
Dead ass.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So my new dialogue, I have like a little two-parter.
Two
A two-parter.
parts. Right?
Yeah, they're not really correlated with each other, but they could be. The first is I got a promotion, y'all.
Ooh.
Yes. You are looking at
Yeah.
a project manager.
Hey.
I'm outside. We about to manage some projects, okay, out here, and I'm really, really excited about it. And the second part about that is that the journey to project manager is not something that I always thought like that was something that I was inspired to be, but it absolutely fits like my attributes, just like as a person, as a friend, as a worker, my communication with individuals. So I'm really excited about it. And the true second part is to self-doubt is just a basis of fear, and once you push through that, anything is possible, and that you should understand your worth before you expect somebody else to, because if you can't tell somebody what you're worth, you're definitely going to settle for anything. You're going to be in a situation where you're working, and you're probably working extra hard, and you you're looking at everybody else around you and they're growing and you're in that same place, and that's because you haven't put value on you and your skill set and what you're providing for this organization, company, or service. And once you start that, I'm telling you, like, doors will open. Financial gain will be just around the corner because you now realize, like, you have options. Like, so don't stand still. Check out the book, Who Moved Your Cheese, I want to say, because it just allows you to know that, like, at some places where you see abundance, sometimes it gets dried up, but you're just assuming that abundance is going to be there, so you just stay. But if you keep moving, you'll realize that there's more abundance. There's different avenues to obtain that same or even more. And so never stand still. Don't settle. That's I like that. Don't settle. You know what I'm saying? Like, be your greatest self. You guys hear me at every pod. If you listen to it at the end, is that, you know, like, we're at a place in time where we have all the opportunities that we may have never had last year or yesterday or the day before, and we do now. And that's just waking up every day. So continue to be great, y'all. And that's my new dialogue. Yeah, y'all.
How do you think people settle?
You don't think you don't think people settle?
No, I agree. I think people settle all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's a very high percentage. I think that's why a lot of people are unhappy.
But so what are you saying though?
I'm saying how often you think it happens?
How often? I think it happens more on a survival level than a comfort level, because I just feel like there's, depending on the individual or situation or the opportunities that they feel that they have in front of them, that it can stagger or hinder them from being greater from what they are. If they think that this is it, there's no way for them to see higher. If they've never been able to provide themselves with opportunity, like someone that went to prison. I want to say that I had brought that up in a conversation earlier, where, like, what happens to the man that has a record or a woman that has a record and now they're trying to go into a society and build something, but their past has hindered them for excelling. So
Sure.
They may end up being that burger flipper, right? But maybe they wanted to work in fashion, but now they're making this 90K job, and yes, they're doing this job to sustain and be able to, but now they have the money to put in to buying fabric, building their brand, and being able to explore those opportunities that someone wasn't able to provide to them. So you don't have to settle. But I can see how people do, because sometimes it's a comfort level, and sometimes it's a doubt, and sometimes it's just being scared of the unknown and taking risk. But I think once you push through that, and that's the hardest part, is pushing through all of that, because it's not like, oh, hey, like, it's just crossing the street with the walking sign, like, it's okay now, you get all of that. No, it's taking a chance and understanding that sometimes you can lose everything in your dream. But if you're willing to risk it, sometimes it's worth it, because you could lose everything and gain everything at the same time. No? Maybe?
Yeah.
That was good.
Well. Oh, I finished the new dialogue. Well, you guys, I don't even gotta go in on it. I appreciate you guys being here, appreciating us, appreciating you. It's been a great conversation. We've been to different places. We've traveled different. No, we didn't go anywhere, but you was here with us, so thank you for that.
Man, we went back in time.
Yo,
Come on
someone
now.
said we did travel. We did travel in time. Oh, yes. And do you know what?
I was telling you social media.
Oh yes, that's where I was going to. Which I didn't know if you wanted me to add something, because you pointed to him and I was like,
I was spelling it out with my hand.
oh
Sorry.
yeah, that didn't work right. Hey. And yeah, with that being said, my amazing individuals, hey, Blaze, can you let them know how you can find you?
I'm on Twitter. Blaze Rich your mom. You know, I'm active on there.
That's it.
Yeah, because everybody said I wasn't active, but I'll be active.
That nigga started tweeting. That shit was funny.
Yeah, I think it was like after a football game.
This
I want to
shit's
say
what?
that's when you started.
No, I
tweeting.
started tweeting before that.
Oh.
You just did.
That shit was funny. I was like,
I
this
have
nigga.
to-
You know what? I was just like, you know what? I have all these thoughts. Let me just put it out there.
Why am I not seeing that?
Let him go.
I know.
Let him
Okay.
go.
I be scared.
Are we,
I
are
be
we
scared.
following
Sometimes,
each other? Is that
yes,
weird?
yes. I
Yep.
see your tweets.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't really tweet.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
don't.
late tweet. I haven't
You haven't
tweeted.
You
lately.
haven't tweeted lately.
Yeah,
Right.
no, but when I
You
be
do
in my
tweet.
bag, I'll be
You
in
subliminal
my
queen.
Yeah, I'm trying to
bag. You think I'm a subliminal
just let
queen?
my thoughts.
You don't
go.
think you are?
No,
Mm.
I think I'm that like.
Sometimes I be having real niggerish thoughts.
Let them shits go. Will's on Twitter.
Wow.
He is on Twitter.
Shout out to Will.
Shouts to
Shout
Will.
outs to you.
Will for the Will.
That boy crazy.
He's amazing. Shout out to you, Will.
Yep. Please
Okay.
wish your mom.
Awesome. And Greg, you can let them know how they can find us and how they can find you.
You can follow the pod. You can't get enough of us, and you want to have some conversation with us. At just a convo _pod on Twitter and Instagram. And if you don't give a fuck about them and only want to talk to me,
Wow.
I'm on Twitter at Gregisms with a Z. You know, people like me outside of y'all.
I believe that. I believe that.
I don't.
Like, some people don't even like y'all.
You don't think people like me?
Some people don't like you. There's people out there that don't like you.
You really think that?
Absolutely.
Like on purpose?
Probably.
I think people don't like me, but they're total idiots.
I don't think that. I don't think people don't like me.
Really?
Yeah.
Narcissism?
No, I just think that they are, if they're taking the idea of these episodes as my personality, I would say, come have a real conversation with me, friend, and you'll understand me as a true person.
You know, maybe they already got in their mind that it doesn't matter if they talk to you or not. They just not going to like you.
I don't believe it.
Wow.
People have not liked me so much that they made other people who didn't know me not like me as well.
That happens all the time.
I
is
don't
true.
believe that.
Yeah, no, it happens.
No, I just love people so much. Even if they, like, even at the end of the day, like, if it came down to, like Gigi, like, I personally don't like you, and I'd just be like, okay, well, I think you're still great, and so continue to be great. I would not be upset with them. But I just don't
It
see
wasn't a matter about you being upset.
Yeah, but I don't really see someone really not liking me.
Really?
Yeah.
This is your belief.
That someone, like, there's someone that, like, doesn't really like
You
me.
think that there's nobody in this world
Yeah.
that doesn't like Gigi?
Oh, no. No, if you're saying it like that.
What do you
That's
mean?
different.
What else was he
How
saying?
else was I saying
I
it?
just thought about, like, our listeners.
No.
I was
In
thinking
the
about,
world.
Like,
Come on. I
in
know
the
I'm the bad
world.
guy to
Yeah,
at least
like,
one
no,
girl,
absolutely, like, in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But, like, I just thought, I was like, no, I love all my peoples, and I hope my peoples love me. That was a kiss to y'all, because Greg made me feel some type of way. But no, there's absolutely people that don't like me. I know that, and that's okay. I and sometimes I can accept why they don't like me, and then I won't argue with that. I'm like, you know what, that is a good point, and you know what, we're just not.
It depends on who the person is. Like,
It doesn't for me. If I can understand why you don't like me, I can accept that.
Yeah.
It can't be on some fake shit. It can't be on some. It can't be based on a lie.
Yeah. Okay.
I can accept that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like me based on a lie, then you're stupid.
Okay, but also that I would only accept that if I've already had this conversation with you and you've already had your perception of me, I realize that you're just not somebody that I want.
Right.
So I'm okay with that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How did we get here? Aren't we closing out?
Yeah,
we
it's your
are.
turn.
But this was good. I like that. It made me feel a little spicy. Like, I love everyone, and I just hope everyone loves me.
I do
in their
not
own
love
way.
everyone.
I do.
I don't even like everyone.
I tolerate people.
I don't think you have to.
I think people's natural instinct is to be stupid.
This is facts.
I really think that really tells me more about you than I think about society.
It should. It really should tell you a lot about me.
I have no faith in humanity.
Me either.
You just told us about the alpha.
I have faith in babies. Yes. I have faith in humanity now since they've been born.
Nah.
Last 3 years. And we might mess it up for them. That's the scary part. We need to not mess it up for them. Because
Understood.
we're fuck ups.
And you can find Mr. Rent Money. Again, shout out to you.
No. Google him.
Google him, people.
Mr. Rent Money. Google him.
Google him, people.
Mr. Rent Money.
That's capital M R, capital R E N T, capital M O N E Y. Press enter now.
Oh my
Google him.
Google him, people.
Mr. Rent Money.
Say his name one more time.
No. Just
do
because
his
you
drop.
asked me to.
Oh.
Fucking weirdo. say his name one more time.
Okay. And you can find me on Twitter at GCarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. And my amazing individuals. It's been quite a conversation this evening, and I appreciate you for being here with us. And if you forgot today, if no one told you today, if you woke up late for work today and you realized it was Friday, it's okay. Don't always. I want you to always remember to go be great.
Rent money.